Hello and welcome to the Blobber Plays, a newly released custom map, Flumen, Certamen, sorry. To the esteemed Governor, I trust this message finds you in good health and spirits. Our glorious Caesar has entrusted you with an important, although straightforward task, to elevate the prosperity of your province while maintaining only a moderate focus on cultural developments. This assignment is a testament to your proven leadership and our Emperor's confidence in your ability to achieve greatness with efficiency. Your primary objective is to maximize the wealth and productivity of your territory. Culture endeavors are valued, but they are to be pursued with restraint, ensuring that our resources are utilized with the utmost wisdom. The Empire thrives on the prosperity of its provinces, and your role is crucial in this regard. May your efforts reflect the honor of Rome, and may your province flourish under your wise governance. Strength and glory, Julius Caesar. And our goals are central provinces, so we get good wheat, if there is wheat. Large, besieged, 40 culture. Culture conditions are a bit silly, but whatever. 95 prosperity, that's solidly high. Peace, favor, 100. I don't know that I like 100 peace. And favor should probably always just be 99 so that you can have it tick down across the year when you get paid, but whatever. Yeah, the more I play, the more I'm in favor of 99 favor being the standard. 6,000 people, so a relatively low population, and 30-year time limit. Pause. Now the map is this beautiful fractal-looking thing. Look at it. All these bajillions of tiny little islands, and the way that the bodies of water extend into these fractal little islands. G'day, Barb. We've got a fair bit of farmland here, a little bit up here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. But otherwise, not much farmland. There are some fish birds. And we do get the ability to build fish. They're not just decorative fish birds. So we can pioneer fishing. There is a native trading hut, but it's inaccessible. Right. As it should be, unless you want the player to print money. We've got... This screams potential attack point. So does this. So does this. This is broad, so it could well be an attack point. It'd be rude to put an attack point on the road to Rome, but it does happen occasionally. And the exit. Same deal. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack points. So maybe a military stationed about here could guard these 3. And then like... maybe 1 military unit here could guard these 2. We'll see. We just hope that this doesn't get attacked, or maybe 1 here as well. What's the trade situation look like, and what can we produce? Wheat, fruit, olives. So we have 2 food. 3 food if you include the the fish. So we have everything we need for high-tier patricians in terms of food. Only clay. So no iron, no marble, no wood. We do have olives, though, in fairness. So even relatively low-tier housing, well, medium-tier housing, will need imports. We're going to need to either import pottery or clay. Well, not clay. Furniture. We do have clay, but we will need to do furniture. What is the trade situation? Sells iron, marble, furniture, wheat, and oil purchased. Sells fruit, olives, and iron, whilst wine, weapons, and pottery are purchased. More weapons are purchased, and marble, not that we can produce it. Sells vines, fruit, and wheat. Buys marble, sells timber, wine, and vines. Well, this timber is going to probably be our source of furniture rather than importing furniture in the I thought somewhere said they sold furniture. Yeah, sell furniture directly. No thank you. We'll transform the timber into furniture ourselves. We can make and export oil. We could export wheat. We could do import-export on vines to wine. We could do import-export on iron to weapons, to 2 places with weapons. And we can make the pottery directly to sell. You are pretty useless for us other than import ship. Now the next thing is, although this fractal coastline is very pretty on the map, or at least the mini-map, it's a hell of a thing for working out where you put the dock. Because most of the coast is too small to fit the dock. The only place I see the dock fitting is here. At the end of this horrendously long spiral, which means trade ships are going to take forever on the map, because the trade ship's going to have to go dock, do all its good trading, and then go all the way back to the map exit. Yeah. I can't see where else the dock could conceivably go. It's worth noting there is no fishing spots up here. Sadly here either, even though there are, I think, a couple of fishing spots that could technically do those. There is here, but it's hard to do in here because you'd be using one of the fishing spots. Like, there's only 3, I think, 2 or 3. And you'd need to be using one of those to be making the fishing boats anyway, so it doesn't feel ultra good. This one is lovely to do fishing on. You can do potentially a bit of fishing here, a little bit here. You can do a whole bunch here. You can do a little bit there. But enough talking about the map. We start with our 2,000 bucks. You don't know much about it. Did I design the map? No. This is a map made by Agnostic is the username. Is it auto-generated? There is no auto-generation of maps. The game comes with a campaign with a whole bunch of maps. And other than that, basically there are fan forums where you can get maps that people have made. I have made one map, which we have played, but otherwise, no. This is definitely made by someone else. Okay. We are absolutely going to need, like, because we start out with so little money, we need to start working on making money fairly soon. Yep, I like there. And then how big do we make this? Probably 3 and 2. So that we can have warehouses on one side and... 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That makes me want to do it like that. So that we could fit 3 here. Warehouses on this side and workshops on that side. We're going to want some people here to power this. And the first calls of ports of call are exporting oil. Because that was the cheapest trade route. That should just barely be able to get there reliably. Okay. I think we will put our temporary god ghetto here. Another little slave labor zone. Make sure to go turn off our taxes. Give it a couple seconds for some people to start moving in. Okay, and now that I'm sure that they're moving in there, we can do here. Something like that. And then I think the first real housing zone is going to go here. We can feed it using this, make a nice little pleb loop. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. And how long do we make you? No, 15 is an awkward number. 16 is better. We can go up to full speed now that people have started moving in. Now I'm going to be fiddly and bother trying to space these neatly and see which ones merge. We're going to probably push this to large insulae. Get forced merges. Excellent. This merged right on the T-junction. You aren't needed. What is needed are some warehouses here. 1, 2. To start with, you can do this. And we're going to want one that does pottery. But we need to wait for some more workers. This starts to exist. We don't want it burning down. So, prefect, prefect. We don't want everyone dying. Doctor, engineer. Similarly over here, if I don't have a doctor here, everyone's going to get sick. So just grin and bear that we have to have a doctor. Now, if I leave enough space for one set of gods, which is that, the rest of this can be extra slave laborers, temp slave laborers. There goes all our starting money. Okay, sadly, relatively few mergers here. Well, this side is a bit better. Yeah, in fact, that bit's a bit nice. This side is fantastic. Almost flawless merges. And we're starting to have enough people that we could look at having these. 2, 3. 2 clay pits. Okay, time to get those gods rolling, or else they're going to get pissy at us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The gods are Yup. The gods are suddenly declaring just how unhappy they are. We're going to want some oil workshops. 1, 2, 3, 4 to match these two. Caesar says, how have you possibly spent all the money and the loan that I gave you? And we say, very easily because it wasn't very much starting money. Open this trade route and declare that oil gets exported. Okay, you. We've actually had really good luck with the mergers here. About you. Maybe you. You. We've got enough labour to set up the next workshop, so we wanted pottery. Then you should no longer need to accept clay ever. Okay. What else? Oh, I forgot to go adjust my salary. I don't deserve that much pay. We open the next trade route as well. Then we say, import iron. We make a warehouse for storing iron. Into weapons. Four seems like a reasonable start. Now money goes down because of the imported iron. I swear, Caesar, we're going to have something making money soon. I promise. I promise. He's not happy with the expenditure, but he's going to have to stomach it. Got to spend money to make money. Very literally. Okay, there we go. Our first actual bits to export. And our debt decreased. These boats are waiting for this one, which for whatever reason has priority. It leads to even more money going away because it's buying more iron. But once it's done selling us iron, it just runs away. Rip. The next one is purchasing all our oil. Fantastic. The next one is selling iron. Could you please buy something as well? Pretty please? Ah, there we go. Sell and sell. That's on me. I forgot to say to sell them. Fix that error. And what's that message? Enemies starting to close. We're going to need to make an army. Well, we've got way too many people. Let's look at trimming some of the ugly people. Can I justify keeping you? Yes. Could I justify keeping you? That looks like it's going to be a no. We're still in debt, and Caesar is very grumpy. Come on. Please, come and buy my stuff before he gets critically grumpy. Pretty please. Okay. Sells iron. Sells iron. Money worse. Worse. But then they're buying weapons. Fantastic. Keep doing that. Yes. Weapons. Weapons. You do the same, please. You know what? That's enough iron. Stop it. I only want you to sell the weapons. And the oil. And the oil. And weapons. And we're in the green! We are technically in the green. Okay, we're allowed to go into debt again. Send Caesar a little bribe so he forgets about the loans I was taking in his name. And then what do we want to set up next? Probably import-export of... We're selling the weapons for not war purposes. Maybe they're ceremonial weapons for Caesar. Who knows? We should probably set up import-export of wine as our next thing. So... You... Import... grape. Export wine. They're for farmers to protect the fields from the doggos. Import you, export you. And then I need to start making an army. Yeah, I know, I'm in debt again. Sucks to be us. I'd like to put the barracks even... Well, actually, the barracks should be near this, if we can handle it. I guess there is okay for the moment. And we said we wanted an army here. Get them drunk off wine and give them weapons. Javelins. 1. I think 2, but I don't think we can afford more than 2. Money gets worse because of imported iron. How are we doing for this year's imports and exports? We've sold most of the oil. We haven't sold anywhere near all the pottery. And we haven't sold anywhere near all the weapons. Come on, boat. Come and smush things. Smush our economy problems. That did work, so I can get rid of you. Enemies getting nearer. All the more reason this needs to be producing units. Weapons exports. It doesn't feel like the pottery is exporting. Yet it must be. It definitely feels like the weapons and oil is exporting. The economy has almost recovered from setting up the wine import-export and the army. Slaughter the last sheep. How many of there are you left to do? I should build... If I'm going to build an academy, and I should probably do that now. Shove it over here. I'm going to want it forever. Yeah. It briefly put me back in debt. I know, Caesar. It's the last expenditure for the year, I promise. I am willing to have one more weapons manufactory. I'm not sure that this will actually be able to service all 5 because of how far away they are. But we can try. Okay, new year, we're still in profit. Caesar is almost in need of another bribe. The gods are happy enough. Is there anything else we would like to do? We could start producing timber, but honestly, I think I'd rather get the food side of this up. So... wheat. I feel like I probably want a house there. Maybe there. That is nice and neat. Don't know that I like that too much, but we'll work it out. Hopefully that merges. Maybe that. Maybe that. As long as one of those merges, I think we should be fine for making sure that all has labor. These sheep keep accidentally moving in the way of the javelins. Okay, now which of these have gonna merge? You've merged. Excellent, we don't need the others. Goodbye. We need to set up water. And that pretty much covers everything. Maybe water here as well. It's fall in your part of the world and the farmers are burning their stubble. Lots of smoke. Would a fountain here touch that? Won't quite touch that house, frustratingly. I could put one here. No, this is probably going to be a warehouse for fetching the goods that have to be made over here. Yeah, I think we just have to accept that there maybe needs to be a water there. That gets them except you, which means we'll erase you as well. This needs to not explode. And we can actually squeeze another one in there. The only danger is that maybe these will explode, so let's chuck in 2 prefects. Actually, you can more happily go there. One day we could conceivably provide that with water. What is the water building called? So there's... yoink. Reservoir, which is the source. And then there's aqueduct, which is like a little pipe system for delivering the water to a a reservoir that isn't directly next to water. So the idea being that water goes from this reservoir downhill on the aqueduct to the other one. And there's Fountain, which is the little thing that gives the water from the reservoir to the people. And there's also Shitty Well, which doesn't need a reservoir source of water, but you can only grow up to pretty crappy housing with well water. Okay, this is starting to exist. We don't have enough workers at the moment, so seeing as there's spare pottery, we will briefly turn off the pottery industry. Off and off, so that we have enough workers. Then we get this to work. Hey, Alaka Turbo. G'day, g'day. That only gets 2 more people. But it gets, it gets 2 important people. Not the pottery industry. How are they going to get their news? That, and I guess here. Maybe 1 more over? Even 1 more? Actually, even 1 more works. That might want to be something else in the future, though. So there. Okay. See if any of those will merge naturally. You can also do the same. This we were reserving for a warehouse. That was going to go yoink, yoink, yoink. And that means we can now set maximum export quotas. So keep 8 oil on hand. Keep 8 pottery on hand. And then we need to tell this to feed people. If you're not going to merge and you're near this anyway, I guess we erase you. So market. That's a fantastic market location. Well, it's probably actually a slightly better god location. Yeah, this bottom edge can be some services. So not you. You can be library. We need entertainment. We're going to need fancy entertainment. Maybe that is a good excuse for that being the amphitheater. And that the theater. And then we need a god here. And in fact, the gods are probably starting to get a bit grumpy. Yes, yes they are. Let's get rid of some more slave laborers here. Oh. Ah yes, that's my bad. I've accidentally blocked the road to Rome here. So we fix that with a bridge. This is a bit cheesy. But on this map, we can bypass the road to Rome through here instead of going up and then down. Sorry, theater. My bad. Waste of $50. And then we needed our second set of temples. One here, then the rest can go over here. Two, three, 4, 5. Okay, now this should have all its services. We make it nice and pretty. I'm not yet convinced that we might not put a house there, so small statue. And then... here is the last bit of water. Okay. Let the market ladies do their thing. Yes, employment looks temporarily negative, but these are about to all go transform, 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 transform. Whoop, 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 whoop. They now hold like 3 times, well. Yeah, 3 times as many people. They go from holding 20 up to about 60. And that then means we're going to be able to get rid of the slave labor tents here. Garden, garden, garden. A little bit of back in garden, so that these think the world is pretty. If that guy is here, arguably you could be further over this way. Very good. Let's clear out this tree, this tree, this tree. Turn back on the... no, I can't turn on the pottery industry yet. These need to move in. Check that the gods are no longer becoming grumpy. Indeed, they're becoming happy. And we can start turning on those industries that we turned off. Pottery and clay. Because population has recovered. These are filling up. Kind of looks like this wants to be a... this to make this less ugly. Although maybe I could also just shove a large statue there. Yeah, that's actually worked pretty well. Now... Now, that means we need to start working on furniture. Let's actually have a look. How are we doing for the export of wine? It looks like we could up our wine production by 1 more. These are ready, and I wouldn't mind having another one of you. And then it was going to be furniture. So, open that final trade route. We say yes to importing wood. Wood, furniture. You can have a well, because I'm that generous. And then furniture. How many? 2 to begin with is heaps. 2 is more than this is going to consume. You think the world is slightly ugly. Let's give you some extra garden. Yes, I briefly went into debt. We'll make it up to you, Caesar, by sending you some Arabian stallions. There you go. be happy. Now I'd like to add in a actual legion rather than just spear throwers. There are starting to be too many spare people. Let's give some future good or services that we need to provide. We need to provide baths. We kind of need to provide plays and gladiators. So what can we squeeze in happily? If we go like that. I think we can squeeze in gladiator and actor. Although we need another engineer prefect pair. Okay. These start eating pottery, but that's not that bad because pottery isn't an import. When do you overthrow Caesar and claim his salad recipe as my own? Ugh. And that's not really something we can actually do. We can only make a really nice city. You also think the world is still ugly? You can add that. So far, so good. Blobber salad. Et blobber. This should have enough services. We've got way too many people, though. Well, I need to wait for some more money to come in, though. So... what we can do is add in taxing over here. So I reckon those two are good enough tax additions, and we could turn our tax up to non-zero. We say, we'll pay you 8 above the going rate, but we're going to tax your asses off. I can't believe you think things are ugly. I really can't believe you think things are ugly. Oh, the first attack comes in. It is from here. We're fighting Greeks. Come on, we wouldn't want to lose. That would be embarrassing. Thank you. Woo! Close. Frighteningly close. Now. We kind of need some make work so that we can keep taxing at the maximum rate, because otherwise people are going to be grumpy about our levels of unemployment. We will hold a tiny festival, which will help them put up with our tax rate for a bit longer. We will make some make work that simultaneously tames these natives. Because otherwise, if we try and build farming here later, we're going to build on the land that the natives think is theirs, and they're going to punch us in the face for it. I need more, so I think we just build a whole bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll do for the moment. No, we still need a little bit more. 1, 2. There we go. Now unemployment is out of control. What's that? Did we just build a swimming pool? No, we built a drum circle. Everyone comes and visits the native drum circle. This all looks right. We need to wait for the furniture to make its way over here. Which I would have thought it should be doing. But I guess there's only just barely gotten to be 4 of them. Go get furniture, friend. There's furniture to get. Go get it. Congregating the hippies together? Yes. The otherwise unemployed hippies. I can't really fit more of them there. Where could we shove you? I mean, for the moment, they can go here without too much worry. That's making me feel like I should build a 3rd one of these so this hurries up. There we go, the furniture gets delivered, and then the market ladies rush down and grab the furniture. And they deliver said furniture. We check how the taxman is doing. Taxman is doing fantastically. My job is to bring positive vibes to this part of the world, man. Something like that. Blow up that tree that's in the way of adding some prettiness there. Then we need a barber. And then we need schools. So it's tempting to put the school there, seeing as that insists that it's ugly anyway. How far will these school children reach? Ideally, they'll reach all the way here, though I doubt it. Oh, kind of close. Before he comes, you wouldn't want to be awake at the same time as Salah. Blow up that house. What are we going to do about needing this other school, though? I guess we live without you for the sake of a second school. And now we have 100% school coverage. Thank you. Now we need to make sure this is pretty enough for everything. Why do you say the world is ugly? And what can I do about it? I could give you a big statue there. We could have one more big statue there. And on this side, we delete you two to make space for these two. Evict the people and demolish their homes. No children, no more need for schools. You and you don't like the gladiator house. Looks like I might have to sacrifice one house here to an extra statue. And then over here, that might just make that pretty enough. And then you might just make that pretty enough. I might have to live without one more. And then that will make it pretty enough for these three. Only these two, you say? You're still insisting that you're ugly. Kind of reaching the limit on my tolerance of fiddling with them. That said, we do still want our actual real fort with legionaries, so let's get that going. It is going to eat some money that should become exports of weapons, but it helps to have a real army as well. I could flip these two. I think that's the absolute last of the fiddling that I'm willing to put up with. Now, come on, market ladies. What's your deal? Why aren't you, delivering all these goods to down here? Ah, because technically that isn't inside the water zone. That would be a good reason. G'day, Super Cheese. Boop. What can we do about that? We can replace you with this, and then there. Now this can't complain about no water. Okay. Then I would like to start saving up food for what is going to be our patrician zone. I want my patricians here on the high ground, literally lording it over and looking down on everyone, literally as well as figuratively. Woof, woof. We're eventually probably going to have... It depends on how many patricians I make. I think I at least need 3. If I can fit a 4th in as well, we'll see. That's going to probably stretch the food production. It's over plebeian. I have the high ground. I want... How the hell do we fit this in? Wheat. I would like 2 wheats. Farm Tetris, Farm Tetris. Well, to start with 1 wheat and 2 fruit is actually okay. That's starting to get a bit too far away. That actually works quite nicely. And then so does that. Sure. And you know what? We would like this to actually transfer where its house is to over here instead of here. And then it could also supply the boats, the fishing boats. See if that or that would be so polite as to merge. Probably that one, because I like T sections more than I like zigzag zigzag. And then in theory this can come further down and across to here. And maybe we squeeze in the delivery of, like, it's going to be a big U-shaped loop in here. And the entertainment walkers are going to walk from one side here around into the other. I could do the thing to force emergers. So what clearing the land does is it lets you see if there's a merger. It doesn't actually change whether there is a merger or not. If only it let you... If it let you force mergers, people would do it a lot more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You need a fountain. Beautiful. Usually people... I don't know. Current evidence. People I watch. I play this. Baron plays this. Jake plays this. I only see and know of Marek playing Augustus. My weight of people falls firmly on the classical side, but perhaps Old Man Blobber is out of touch. Kids these days with their Augustuses. In the future, we could make you happy with just shove an extra market here, which is kind of not terrible anyway, because these were having some market problems. And then you would also possibly need... The gods will be starting to get grumpy again, yes. Because we've gone up to three gods worth. Technically that isn't a mod. That's him editing the base game files, kind of. I know that's... I mean, they're both a bit abstract in... They're slightly different. They're slightly different. Like, the normal mods... Only... The normal mods do not modify any base game code. Is how I'll put it. All of the base game resources are left untouched in normal modding. We do need our shipyard. And then you... Here. We want this to not explode. We want this to not explode. There. And then we can move you to here. Those people did not like living, so I've really got to hope that these will merge. Otherwise, my life is a bit painful, and we're going to have to cut these back, extend the street temporarily, and do nasty things. You and you can exist, which should keep this from exploding. And we need to kill off some of our make work. Go, go, go. We want storage for the food on this side. 1, 2, 3. We shove a house here and hope it merges. Maybe there. See how that goes. This is going to store all this. One of you stores grain. You store fish because they're actually probably going to be extremely efficient. You are going to be fruit. Our tax rate's probably making people grumpy. We will cut back down to a modest 15% tax. You need gardens because you're being stupid, and then you will upgrade. Thank you, and then you don't need gardens anymore. And I should probably up my export limits now. This should probably be 16. So should the pottery. So that we can get ready for storing resources for the patricians. I really do wish those would move in, though. Unemployment is too high again. I'm going to do anything about it. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about it, so... Well, partially it's going to fix when this finishes moving in. Please merge, please merge, please merge. Yes! Another victory for Blobber. Let's make our ship bridge across here, and then I'll upgrade this one as well. That way I don't have to worry about doing it later. Although, actually, is this going to... Well, maybe. There is technically fishing that we could do in here to provide a little bit of food. Please merge. Yes! Another victory. Okay, now this side needs to not explode, so we go... This, that. We get rid of you. And then we start looking over this side and how we're going to build our U-shape. So... It needs to be 4 wide. 4. And then we'd like enough for 3 and 3, preferably. 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks okay. Mostly. So, sort of here. Here. Maybe leave space for 4x4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So maybe there. Something like that. Now that's how the road is going to be eventually. But to start with, we don't have the road that wide. The road is going to get that big, but it doesn't start that big. And then on this side, the road goes like that. And I can do services here, a couple of services here. The housing, 1, 2, 3, maybe a 4th there, or maybe a 5th. We'll see. 5 is too many, actually. 1, 2, 3, house. 1, 2, 3, house. Little statues to stop things merging the wrong way. Actually, that's the wrong way around. I want it like there. One, 2, 3. Yeah, and then this bit is for services. Which means we can shove a warehouse down here, which goes 1, 2, 3, 4. We could technically give you water from the low ground. You can climb up and down the hills to get your water, because that amuses me. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got about 10. Oh, we need the extra layer of gods before they get pissy, right? So, well, we could do that here. We do need multiple gods here, so 1. 2, 3, 4. That should keep that zone happy for gods, and 5 can go there temporarily. The gods stop being irritated. I have to delete that road, otherwise this one might come out at the wrong space, but this is just reminding us where the road is going to go. Good. Now I would like you all to have water. So... how do I want to do it? The fact that I can get all 3 of them like that makes that way too tempting. And then we need 1 market on this side and 1 market on this side. This one is mostly food. This one is mostly going to do the goods. Is the food making it up the step? Yes. Food will come up the step. Once we build that road. Shh. I didn't forget to build the road. Shh. There we go. Start storing up that food. This looks about right, aside from that these need some no explodey. 1, 2. Second attack. You again. This time we have sword and board front line. The sword and board front line is not surviving as much as I might like. Okay. They're surely running away now, right? Yes. Go back home. Now, what else do we need here? We need a school. Unfortunately, schools are ugly. So we try and keep it away from people if we can. We need a library. The library would actually go pretty well there. You loved this game back in the day? Doo-doo. You could love this game today. Love it every day. Now they want entertainment. Which raises the question of how are we going to move people from one side of this to the other? My thought was just be lazy, shove down a hippodrome here. How much spare labor do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically, I have about enough labor to do this. So... that. And that lets us fit 2 supply ones. Just a casual hippodrome. Yes. Casual hippodrome. No explodey. No explodey. They're going to get their labor off this tent. Yes, the hippodrome was big and expensive. I know. 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to leave one of these, else the natives will get grumpy. Okay. Wait to see how far the Chariot Man goes. But Chariot Man goes a ludicrously large distance. We should be fine. Unless he got absurdly stuck in the stairs, which he doesn't. And Caesar would like some pottery? We can do that. These guys are now happy with their entertainment, seeing as they get to see hippodrome races. Actually, that is going to need to move. We want the hospital to be, well, I kind of need more people again, right? So we should actually build another plebe zone. Do we build it here, or do we build this one first? I kind of like this one first, because if these are attack points, I kind of want to build some turrets kind of here-ish, which could run off here. Where can fish farms exist here? There, but that can't connect to the... That can connect to the road network. That can connect to the road network. That can, but then how do we build fishing ships over here? Actually, that would work. We could build fishing ships here. This would work as well. These two. And a shipyard there. This probably needs to be its own thing, which is frustrating, but once it's full of ships, we can delete it. As long as we make sure to keep Neptune happy. And then... sort of linear block like that. This is actually probably more food than that needs. Huh? Yeah, we're out of money. You to there, to there, to there, to there. It's like one house here. I can't fully block this off, but that doesn't fully block it off, so that's fine. See who naturally merges out of these. And then kill the non-believers in mergers. You're probably here for quite a while, so you can have that. I guess I could make your life slightly prettier. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, actually, no. This boat can get here. I was thinking the boat can't get around to here. Oh, it can't. It can't. These fishing ships can't get... Boo, Mapmaker. Why have you put this horrid, inaccessible... Ugh. These can't actually boat round to the seagulls. Okay, so that's pointless. That's pointless. That's pointless. That's pointless. Jaboted? We were jaboted. This works, though. These two work. Here. Fish granary. Absolutely jaboted. No, you didn't believe in merging, you didn't believe in merging, you didn't believe in merging! We have more spare people, which means I can look at adding in the extra services I want here. We will need baths. We will need tax. We absolutely need tax. This can be an academy. Tax. Double tax. Academy. Hospital far away as we can squeeze it from the people. You also merge or die. Double flora. Double flora. I want to make sure they pay their tax. Oh, speaking of, why are you grumpy? Because this is still too high a tax rate? Here, have a festival. Shut up, and we'll drop down to 12 for a little bit. But then we definitely need to recover our money, right? Look at our money. We definitely need to spend some time recovering money. You. This all needs to not explode. Prefect. Engineer. Doctor. That'll do. Oh, there we go. I was going to say none of those merged. We can maybe force you. Yes, success. And you have chosen to live. That's a pretty good ratio. I'm not unhappy with that. I am weirded out that this supposedly isn't enough furniture for all of this. I've got 3 furniture workshops. Oh, this warehouse is no longer doing its job properly. That is an interesting problem. Which we can fix by... No, I don't want to do that, actually. How will I deal with that? The easy thing is to delete this road. And then put the road like here instead. Yeah. But then the trouble is they don't get labor access from this anymore. Hail, Mori. Ready when we are? A gatehouse? Boo! I'm mean, this can obviously move down there without too much trouble. If it works, it's so ugly, though. I think I move you here. I could put another labor tent, and then all would be fine. Let's see if one of these merge. If one of these merge, I can build a road that goes down here as well, and then all should be... well... no, all should still be okay, because this doesn't get any resources that I want to segregate from over here. We'll fix this little thing up, Maury, and then we'll swap over. Although cash is increasingly a concern. I guess tax is going back up to the max. And I'm very worried that this explodes before I fix it. Looks like we're fine. Do. Please, one of those merge. Okay, that's worked. Then we can kill that. Connect here. Make this where the prefect and engineer post live. And now all should be fine again. Should. Okay. But we will have to return to Flumen, Certamen, because it is time for more Sherlock. Those of you watching on YouTube will have a almost seamless cut. Seamless link. Alright. Seamless transition for those of you watching on YouTube. Yeah. Stream. Let's get back to it. We were freaking out about how little money I have. And hoping that we make a reasonable amount of money somewhat quickly. No, it looks like we are going to have to fight. So I'm going to give myself $100, because I might have to bribe my way out of Caesar beating us up. I can't see us making $4,000. Back down to $2, pay. You again! Rah! Yeah. Speed back up. Recovered a little bit of our money. Okay, bribe him. Here, have some giraffes and cheetahs. And I'm not liking this. I'm going to have to move these. So... you come here instead. I need these to be separate again. And you... Like, ideally I'd shove it, like, here. I guess. I could put this happily where this is. But then I need to empty this. So... we erase you. We shove you here. We move you to here. We say no more of this for you. Empty. You accept both things. And then I can re-disconnect this. Happily. People are annoyed. We're going to have to drop the tax rate back down. But this now means that the boats will deliver everything much quicker. Okay, this is empty. I can kill off you, which means I no longer need that one either. And we need some more make work. The trouble is make work will cost money. Okay, that's not actually that bad. Wait until the turn of the year, but I need another $100. How are we going to do that? 100. Actually, I'm not going to have the favor. Even if I bribe him, he's going to be unhappy now. Because of end of year favor loss. So I guess I just accept that we're fighting you. Hopefully they find that labor. If you get high enough labor, yes. The legions walk away, they say, Caesar has changed his mind about arresting you. I'm gonna have to move this over here for a little bit. There? There is pretty good. The only downside about being there is we can't replenish our Legion. But it's already full, so that's okay. March. What month are they coming? They're coming in July. So at like the start of June, I want to move my units over. Yes, a ballista the poor sheep. That shouldn't be happening. Not when tax is only 12. But we can have another baby festival to make them shut up. I guess I'll briefly do 0. Is anything not exporting that should be? You. No, that all looks right. I guess I could briefly lower this to 8 to try and force some more sales. The Hippodrome tent has received... Yeah, they are. They're eating food that these guys nominally deserve, and that's the cost of having our patrician zone. As long as they don't drink any wine... $5K. This isn't our money fixing itself. Oh, God. I have to ignore these and deal with the legions first. The legions are closer to things that actually matter. If they blow up my religious zone, I guess they blow up my religious zone and I just live with it. Oh, why didn't you move? No, they are moving. Okay. There's the Legion that we were saying would show up. We're going to beat them up. And then we will hopefully turn around and deal with the Greeks. Okay, your job is done. I don't like doing this, but when the peace rating is set to be 100, it's unfortunately necessary. Oh, I can't. I'm too poor. I'm too poor. I can't cheese. This way. This way. And actually, it looks like they're coming for my military. Well, they might try and cross that as well, so I will put ourselves there, actually. Yeah, I'd guess they're coming for the military. How is that getting worse? Sell, look! There's weapons to sell. There's pottery to sell. Sold 0 of the weapons. 3, 1. At least that sold a reasonable proportion. Okay, they're going away. That will do. That's fine. It doesn't cost us actual money. If they arrived on the same side, would they... No. They fight, They only fight you. They gang up on you. Caesar says thank you for the pottery. But he's still going to be pissed that we're in debt. People love us, so the tax rate can go back up to maximum. And nominally these people are paying super tax, and so are you. These aren't. No, connecting those two here made the deliveries to this take too long, and we lost like a whole year's worth of export, basically. Well, he's the one extending us credit, Salar. Nominally is why he's annoyed. We aren't actually in debt. We're borrowing his money and spending it. That's a bit better. We're under 5k. Under 4k. I should probably actually swap these around for the sake of exporting the goods quicker. Because these get exported, whereas these only get imported. $2,000 debt. Debt is dropping at a lovely rate. 1,000. We can still sell a whole bunch of weapons. And some pottery. I think we have to say sell all the pottery. Briefly, instead of hold 16. Because I need to get out of debt or he's going to be pissed at us being in debt for another full year. Wine is sold. Wine is sold. Weapons are sold. Come on, under 1,000. Under 500. Positive. Under 100. Positive. Positive money. Woo! Recovered. Okay. Hold another festival so people let us keep taxing them at the maximum rate. Stonks. Stonks. We need water here. How are we going to do it? There looks pretty good. There we go. Except that one can't get water, so how are we going to get you water? From there. These will evolve. They need edumacation. There's no way that makes it all the way to the other end here. I'd believe a library could make it all the way there. That I would believe. They need a market. They need religion. And actually the gods are getting angry because I don't have enough of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another series for you. And then we need Entertainment here and we're done. Actually, I'm going to put you there instead. Extend this road a little bit. And entertainment. And maybe one more of those because I don't trust them. And we should have a taxman here as well. The taxman cometh. If I raise this guy, I can have 2 more buildings, so goodbye. Make sure these people know that it's pretty. That all looks pretty good. Market lady will start collecting the food. We can back these up to 16 instead of 8. Now that we're in profit. These will fill up with people as they get food, so our slight unemployment isn't really a problem. These are full enough that we could start upgrading this. And with these labor, I think we'll have the labor to provide the rest of the services to to become the patricians. Yeah, here we go. They start evolving. Go, market lady. Deliver more food. You know what? We can even have 2 of you to start with so that this gets evolved quicker. And if I delete this one later, it's fine. I just want this to speed up a bit. Oh, that's the sound of too much tax. And yet not. We'll drop back down to 12 anyway. You've reached 3,000 population. Some of our city looks like that. Some of our city does not look like that. They were strictly non-profit. Ugh. Okay. And I don't care about these cutting corners, so that's fine. This might produce slightly less food than this makes. Can we squeeze in one more fish farm somehow? I mean, technically one. No, one can't go there. No, I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing how I would squeeze one more fish farm in there. Well, I guess we'll just have to see if these are really efficient. They're super, super close to the docks. These might produce, like, almost 450 people worth of food per one. So 900, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. That might manage to supply all this food just. You don't like the market. could be a reason to kill this guy. Although you don't like the market either. I'd rather feel sure about our food supply. So there we go. Build a McDonald's. And I'd rather feel sure about your tax. Okay. Fix. When Super Cheese approves of your pun, you have to know that it's good or terrible. One of the two. Okay, this is all working as we would want. I need to wait for the littlest bit more money. And if people are still pleased, I'm going to jack up taxes until the end of the year. This year we made massive profit, 5,000 bucks, near enough. Caesar took his take. Am I suddenly in debt? Tribute, 1,000. These sell, and then I can turn these unemployments into patricians. Yep, weapon sell, weapon sell, weapon sell, weapon sell, weapon sell. And we're good to go. Tax rate back down to a sensible 12. And let's fix this. So. We need to do... what? You want prettiness. What other services do we actually need to squeeze in here? Because otherwise we could just shove the statues right up against the housing. Academy, check. School, check. Library, check. Doctor? They actually need a doctor. We need Dr. Barber. But that's about all that I see. A giant statue of me would help. It does. We can put busts of me around. Big statue. And I genuinely think we plaster down the large statues there. The barber starts doing his thing. We get our amphitheater / coliseum to happen. So Colosseum. No explodey, no explodey. Then the Colosseum walkers. Gladiator. Lion. The actor colony can happily go up here because it's a pretty building. Or we could conserve some space and put it down here anyway. No, because then it doesn't touch here. And we need the amphitheater to exist here as well. Theater. There we go. Can you become Caesar? If you win the campaign, you get promoted to Caesar. And you can pay yourself as if you were Caesar. You can pay yourself Caesar's salary. But that's about it. You're overfull, but that will fix itself once these become patricians. And it looks like the time for that has come. Yes, this one's happy. You think the world isn't pretty enough? If I fiddle with your water, I can make you accept that it's somewhat prettier. And even prettier. It needs the market ladies to start delivering the wine. Time to swap. Well, no. I need for them to be ready to evolve before I do that. And we are actually having food supply problems there that I didn't think we would have. Well, I guess we drop down 2 more people. Until the food stabilizes. Trouble is, that means I need even more. And we need another religion one, apparently, because you're not doing your job. So I think we're going to create another little pleb zone here. Because I'm about to lose several hundred potential plebs when these evolve. I need the population. Well, I could also just get rid of our mate work a little bit. There we go. You've evolved. You've evolved. What about you? Now we can kick out the road size. Road now becomes extra big. Give them gardens. Help them accept the world is pretty. You need a second type of wine. So we start lying to our patricians. Well, we say that we're importing wine. And that is going to get stupidly expensive. But oh well. That means they can upgrade even more. You should be fully happy. No, this isn't getting labor. It is getting labor. These are getting labor. Maybe the gladiators are taking a long time? Yeah, there we go. The gladiators were just taking their sweet-ass time getting there. Okay. One more prettiness statue. Now you can evolve this direction. Thank you. And now you can evolve this direction. Thank you. We can try and maybe squeeze one more in here, but I want to get the food production up a bit higher first. The wine imports are absolutely killing us. But there's nothing to be done except accept it. Really? You can't survive? Fine. I need these to get stable on food. I really would have thought this would be enough for all of this. Maybe I extend this slightly up and put a grain fetching thing. Yeah, we might have to move some farm across, even though farm won't be terribly efficient to here. The other opportunity is... what? No, that seems the most reasonable. Maybe I could make fish jump there? Maybe? No. No low bridges fit. You're going to have to go without as well. This one accepts that it's pretty enough, but you two say the world is still not pretty enough. More statues. Actually, no. You need to be one square up. My bad. You would need to be here. There we go. Max level patricians. Fine. This is going to be full of wine in a second, and then money will stop flowing out of our coffers. Yeah, money is hurting, but only because we're forced to have wine on to keep these guys happy. Once this is full, money stops being a problem. I could maybe cheese it by, like, only accepting vines and then making the wine on the other side. Actually, that would work. Where would I fit it, though? Because there would technically touch here, which would be horrible. So you now accept vines. And you fetch them, and then deliver them to here. And that means you no longer accept wine either. Wine problem solved. Kind of? Well, it's kind of also bad because, well, what we could do is just say you don't accept wine, and then that's also solved. If this works the way I want it to. No, because the wine ejects on the wrong side of this. Well, then I move you to the other side. There. Yeah, this will now work the way I want. That wine comes here. The vines drop out here, they get scooched across, and then they're here, and then there's no way for anywhere to accept the wine that's supposedly being imported. Good. The only thing we still need to fit is the actor colony. Which I guess is going there, because it fits there. Ah, this no longer... Okay. So, kill this, kill that, put you back where you belong over here. The Blue Pants Brigade wants to talk to us. I'd like to water this guy. So part of the problem was this was not getting employees some of the time. Which seems impossible given that that tent is there. No, because I'm an idiot. There we go. Problem solved. No, don't do it. Leave them alone. Okay, we did say this looks like an attack point, and it has proven to be so. Come back home. You were a temple to Venus. Yeah, now that will double this food output. In which case, this will suddenly be allowed those extra people again. Tax rate to the maximum. Going to be a slight issue that these are full of wine, but I suppose I could order you to go get wine as well. As long as this was set to get wine also, then you'll empty this. Yeah, that looks right. This needs water. This is slowly fixing its food issue. Speed up, speed up. Do I fill in this with even more people? I don't think I fill it in with more people. I need to work out where we're putting our bloody... this. And build a tower wall here. Can we buy marble from anywhere? We could. It would just be very expensive. Well, once we've got a bit more money floating around... Come on, go pick up all this wine. It's never gonna bloody well empty. We could force it to empty by temporarily connecting these, which is... empty. That will at least help speed up that emptying. 1, 2, 3. We don't need this many of these, because we're only going to have enough for what? Maybe 2? Now we have the spare cash. We say yes to you. We allow ourselves to import some marble. Yeah, the marble can happily be in that one. This is almost finished emptying. And then the marble will fix this, which then becomes a wall. Now the trouble with that is, this is probably a bit too far away for a wall. So... there. And that's also only going to be temporary, but it should do what we need. Turn down the tax, perhaps. Just so that immigration doesn't collapse. I want the rest of this to be full. One more needs to get out. And then we can redisconnect this. Success. You may go back to accepting this. Good. Prefecture. Engineer post. It's a little sad that none of those merged. We'll hunt for a merger there. We've definitely got enough that we could grab one of you down here. Now that we know that this... no, we know that this one was an attack point. I still want one here. But this... and this. There looks fairly good. The only thing bad about there is it gets in the way of these shooting there. Can I push it even more? Yeah, that's going to have to do. And then... one more javelin here. Full army achieved. What is the upside of 3 versus 4? 4 is very, very different, Happy Wombat. 4 is a 3D game. And honestly, much like Railroad Tycoon 2 going to Railroad Tycoon 3, Caesar 3 going to Caesar 4, becoming 3D, they should have stuck with the 2D graphics. This graphics still looks nice now, whereas the early 3D graphics of Railroad Tycoon 3 and Caesar 4 just ends up kind of looking like arse now. There are some nicer things about 4. You can do diagonal buildings. Specifically, aqueducts can go along diagonals instead of being locked into the rectilinear grid. But otherwise, I'd say go with 3. What we could actually do is turn off our wine industry so that we can empty this out. What's this map all about? This map is all about the hideously long distance that the trade ships have to come to the only sensible place with a trade station. And therefore managing your warehouses efficiently and your workshops near those warehouses efficiently to be able to provide the goods that you can't build on the map because you have to import them by sea. Now, why isn't any of that marble getting here? Because I didn't actually say import it because I'm an idiot. Exclamation mark idiot. I deserve it. Shove out enough marble. Thank you, Super Cheese. Did any of you merge? Yes, beautiful. And then as soon as some of that marble appears, we can fix our stupid temple spam. Those are slowly filling up. It's going to take quite a while for the 16 wine to wear out. Just a little while. If idiocracy was a crime, we'd all be serving for life. We are. We are all serving for life with the unfortunate outcomes of our idiocracy. Come on. One of the other boats obviously has priority. Probably this guy. We have way too many unemployed people. So the temptation is to come across here and then expand this food production. And build one more patrician. Because that space will work. I'm gonna have to use some little statues there. There we go. Is that still within range of that water? It isn't. So we chuck you some water as well. Oh. Huh? Oh, I didn't extend the road far enough. I'm an idiot. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Caesar wants weapons. We can say store 16. Fix it. Good. Still no marble? Where's my marble? Sold. 15 marble. Importing. Get in. Did I not set you to accept marble? You're set to accept marble. Come on. You can't, idiot. You've done it plenty of times. All the more reason. All the more reason. You know what? I can't wait. So we're gonna jump. Make some make work. There. Labor issue solved. Really? You still think it's not pretty enough? If we give you some temporary gardens? And then you're gonna have to be the wrong kind of one, and I'll just live with that. I'm not gonna try and squeeze more large statues, or... We could maybe swap that out for an oracle when we get bloody marble finally delivers. Like that? Okay. I will allow that. Maybe a bit too hopeful. The only other thing would be move you to here, and then put another oracle there. No, I don't think there's anything else I can reasonably do to try and make you accept the world is any prettier. Well, there's a little statue there. Oh! And it gets there. Fantastic. These are starting to actually be somewhat full of food. Somewhat. This guy needs water. That's awkward. No thank you. The 11th bust of me was exactly what the Homeowners Association wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. They needed 11. Well counted. Actually, here isn't terrible. But I would need the water to reach you. So I kind of want it to be there. One more square in, you say? But I don't want it to be there. Like, it absolutely can't be here, because this blocks walking up and down there. Is there nowhere else where we can... That works? Technically, it makes it a longer walk to go all the way around here, but I can live with that. And then that goes there instead. Beautiful. Now, the marble was here, so we're going to start erasing these stupid, hideous monstrosities. And instead having an oracle or two. build the wall that I wanted here. Including a way to get in and out. Which unfortunately eats into the number of towers, but what are you going to do? That looks pretty good. We temporarily need the barracks to go over there. Especially if this has finished charging up. Which it hasn't. So we need to wait a little bit longer. Unless you're empty. If it's empty, I don't mind moving it. And we have enough marble. Please stop. That's causing money problems. No, 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 don't export. But just do nothing. That is enough stockpiled marble, thank you. Alright. Here. Fix these. Make sure they never lose labor access. You are the most important. And then we want to do the same here. Something like that. Well, I don't want to spend more money. I'm a bit poor at the moment, actually, so we'll wait. We could pump that tax back up to maximum for a little bit. You need some prettiness. That can be done. Even more prettiness. We did need to squeeze in some more oracles. So... there. Good, that fixes you. Now this, ideally over to here, but I'm too poor. We need to wait a little bit. This is telling us that the amount of wheat that this is eating is starting to exceed how much we produce. We need to connect across here and add in more food production. You might appreciate a large statue there. Not enough. And a garden there. Also not enough. That definitely doesn't reach. Technically, I could put like an oracle there and that would help you. We could rearrange these so that the wheat farm is slightly further away and it touches the fruit farm, which is pretty. Screwed that up, but the idea is sound. Yeah, exactly, Super Cheese. Swap these around so that it's technically prettier. Now it complains about no school. That's a later problem. Okay. I want this wall next. That says I should move the gatehouse over one. Okay. Get your temporary worker. Source. Connect to... there. Connect to there. Actually, if we go like that, I don't have to change anything there. At least I don't think so, because now this will connect all the way up to there. Beautiful. And those fill in. And we absolutely have to address this wheat shortfall, so... how are we going to do it? Well, granary. And then how can we fit wheat and a little more fish here? No, wheat and fruit at the moment, actually. Oh, good God, that's disgusting. That works. Check that you are tamed. They're all adequately tamed. Make that the second priority. Two. So I don't want these to go on a rampage. I could accept that maybe we need one more fish source. Even if it's not a very efficient fish producer. One more of you, and like 3 more of you. Something like that looks good. We will need a labor tent here. If that would merge, or maybe that, I would accept it. You accept only grain, and then you become a grain-getting granary. Okay, these ones didn't merge, but those ones did. You may live. These go away. You need water? How am I willing to deal with your water? The answer is probably I'm mostly not. Could that reach you? No, it would be 1 off, frustratingly. Well, then you're just going to be a well for the moment. That should be fine. Go. And we can get rid of some mate work. 1, 2. The gods are saying please make even more oracles. We've got 2,000... 2,500, but our population's at 3,500, so I at least need 2 more. Where can we shove you? We said 1 here. Moracles! Yes, moracles. 1 can go there, and it's obviously going to get the treatment it needs whilst making this beautiful. One there. And we could replace the end one here with an oracle. Okay, and we've got enough for 2 more. You will not work. You will work. Yes, yes, yes. My tax is too high. Fine. Go down to 0 temporarily. $3,000. Let's call that 4,000, and my population isn't 4,000, so if I do one more, we're absolutely super duper good. I don't like shoving one more here, but I think I shove one more here somewhere. There? There. That'll do. Okay. The gods get off our backs for a while. This is almost finished. You... get rid of some more make work. And this looks like it's working perfectly now. Grain is full again. These are full. The 0% brief tax rate fixed everyone's love. Tax back to 100. These are mostly full now, except for that one. And then we need to make like a pleb zone here. And we're going to need to make a pleb zone here out of the little bit of excess wheat here and maybe some fishies. Just wait till the Black Plague hits. That's why we have doctors and hospitals. The hospital is operational and serving the local community. In fact, if anything, my health is probably too good, realistically. Yeah, our health is almost perfect. But seeing as my problem is too many workers, I'm choosing not to care about that at the moment. My problem is generally too many workers, not too few. When we start having too few, then we can care about our health being too good. I'm a little worried by how far away this is from the armies. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Send Caesar another little gift. Send him the weapons he wants. This has eaten about half of the wine it had stored up. I no longer need you. Or that bit of road. Arguably, you are now useless. Wait for a bit more money to save up, and set our tax rate to something that is stable. There. That should now be stable. Hopefully for forever. Caesar wants even more weapons. Well, we start saving up even more weapons for him. I'm surprised this isn't fuller. I guess it is saving up, but just very slowly. What we could do is say this has excess fish. Could I somehow shove a warehouse here? Not neatly. So it would be nice to drag that excess fish over. On the other hand, I could just connect these. I think these markets are far enough away they wouldn't try and go grab these goods, right? Right? And then you could actually become a fish fetching warehouse. Or granary. That might be okay. It might also not, because these might now run this way and not get labour. So once it's full, I think I'll re-disconnect it, but... Hey, Mastani. Welcome, welcome. G'day, g'day. Hope you're having a lovely day. Wait for a bit more saved up cash before I make... Well, 3,000 should actually... No, a bit more. 5,000. Then we'll make our new pleb zone. Certainly seems to be working. It looks a lot more full of fish. We have enough weapons to send to Caesar to make him a happy man. Work lurk. Have a nice day at work, mate. Happy to provide some background sound. They're attacking here, which is not our preferred point. But at least all our army is here to deal with it. Or very nearly all. Can I tempt you to move forwards? Oh, already happening. What about there? What about there? What about... No, we're just best waiting off here. Fair enough. Come on, come forward so we can start shooting you. Very good. Go back home. 3 legionaries down. So, if all of these are finished charging up, which they are, we will teleport you back where you belong, which is over here. And then it's time to disconnect this again. No more fish gets over here. This has to survive on the fish it has. And we'll see if this number goes up or down over time. 1900. Kind of surprised we don't have more money. Really? I suppose it's only March of this year. But I feel like I should make more if I'm taxing these. And there are 2 taxmen to make sure that they're always taxed. Okay, we got the 5,000. We can build the extra civilian pops I wanted here. We need to rearrange this a little bit for that, though. You need to move to here so that people can walk past here. We grab some farms. You get nothing but wheat. 3 is enough for like 900 people. That works. And then... where are we going to do it? There? I only need 1,200. See what merges out of those. See what merges out of those. Give them a granary. Give them no explodey. Give them an engineer's post. These guys can have a hospital, but no doctor. So that we have an area with dedicated health issues. Is there a corrections facility? The barracks, maybe? There's not a crime system. Well, there is a crime system, actually. The crime system is if the people hate you, If the people hate you here, city sentiment, then the plebs will revolt against you and try and blow up... Ugh! What the hell has happened here? How have you run out of pottery? Look at all this pottery! Oh well, you have to die. So do you. So do you. So do you. You can die. Those can die. And those can die. How are you out of pottery? Maybe we need one more market. And that it was a amount of markets issue. We are going to need to re-block them from evolving in the wrong direction. You can have an oracle there, though. Or you could if I had spare money. Turn that back to import. I need a little bit more. You all go away. Awaiting instructions. Go get the bloody... Go get them. It doesn't want to. It's here. Get. What do we do about that? Aside from being grumpy. I could force them over by briefly connecting them, but that doesn't fix the issue of them not collecting it. Push it over here. That hurts, losing all these. There's a lot of tax money. Now, of here, who has evolved? Not you. Not you. You're still fixable, actually. I should see if you're fixing. See if you're fixing. See if you're fixing. You aren't. You might. This all probably needs one more set of these for safety. I'd rather have too many than too few. About bloody time. Disconnect this again. Now, why didn't you go and get it? Maybe because it was too full of wine? They're just being lazy? They're just being lazy. Okay, these all re-evolve. Life is good. Aside from that, you don't really need to exist, friend. I could have you exist. Yeah, why not? We can have a cozy little extra bonus patrician. Okay, and then you evolve this way. And then you evolve this way. And you claim the world is ugly. That might touch your square that needs fixing. Or we could just delete this and turn it into an oracle. And that's definitely going to be fixed. There's no way that doesn't fix it. Yeah. Okay. Turn off this again. We've got enough stored up marble. I'm worried that this is at 2, though, and still not supposedly fetching this. Like, really worried. What if I tell you to go fetch it? It might be that it's... No, it shouldn't be that it's selling them. And I definitely should be producing enough. Well, you know what? We make enough money, we're just gonna not export you for the moment. Until that's fully full, we'll just not export them. That might help. This looks good. Tax can briefly be high because we need to make up for the lost money from when they were de-evolved. As for over here, you go away. You go away, you go away. Evolve you. And you. With that. We will need some prettiness. There. And then they need services. So, market, some god, some entertainment, and someone's going to have to die to become education. Which is, I guess, you. Done. Cool. Give that time. Wheat is fine. Meat is... Fruit is a bit less fine. Do we build a second granary? Nah, these have tons of grains food stored up. I think that's just a case of they've re-evolved and eaten to max their capacity out. No, that's actually okay. What isn't okay is you not getting the bloody... this again. Check them all. There. Thank you. Furniture? We have enough spare. Caesar, have a gift as well. I'm a nice guy. Some extra gardens for these guys. Make them accept the world is pretty. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So I need, like, a little bit more still.
No sign of...
This was at 1900 before, and it's fully full, so we could chuck in, say, 2 more people. That's another 100. And then a group of people here off this little bit of wheat and maybe some fish there. So we could fish there, we can fish there. But let's do the wheat first, because it's easily the more powerful. Pity that we can't fit 3. 2 is still a decent number. And I guess we at least have to have one person there or here. We'll see which one of those merges. And a local uprising at the same time. A double attack. Well, you get over there. I am less worried about the Greeks than I am the natives. Oh. Fine. Please don't attack the other building. Thank you. This should be okay. Now. Clear this out so it's easier for them to move up. Change your orientation. Change your orientation. Well, they punched somewhat through the legions. And on this side... Ooh, God. Well, I'm glad we have the wall of towers there. You. Get up to here. You. Get up to here. You. Go to sleep. They blew up on tower. Three towers? 3 towers isn't too bad. No, 2 towers. That's not too bad. Considering that it was a double attack. Go home. Go home. Rebuild the wall. Rebuild these. Only trouble is we're going to need to move the barracks to deal with that, which is a hassle. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'd rather these replenish first before I move the barracks. The legions aren't what they used to be. They aren't. You go away. This merged happily. We need water. And then we need what? 600 people here? Oh, and I should tax you as well. Yoink. Speaking of which, our tax can go back down. Then stay at the stable 12%, please. This finally looks like it's behaving properly, which is good news. We need some make work. It kind of hurts to put the make work here. Well, we know we might have to delete if there's another barbarian attack, but oh well. Then, that dies, that dies. This becomes more like that. Fill this up with people. See who merges. Not you. See who merges there. 1, 2. That should keep this going. And we'll wait for this and this to fill up before we decide if we need to add in the extra bit of fishing. Oh. Slightly too far away, my bad. Same story there. Okay, so who has merged and who gets to die? You die. You die. You die. 100, 200, 300, 400. We still need 2 more merges, ideally. So, try moving that along one. Maybe those 2 do. Has health diminished to where I want it? Excellent. Still maybe a little too good. Maybe once this fills in, and this population counts as not having full health either, from being fully full, will be nice. One of them merged. What about you? There's no reason that the road couldn't go like that. If it helps you behave. And possibly you. We need to start feeding them. Market. I kind of wanted to use a hospital. Theatre. We need a god. We definitely want Mars or Venus. Venus. And an education. And then Taxman. Okay. I think we can turn back on the exporter view, because that's stopped being stupid. Especially if I increase production one more. And maybe one more of you. But you don't fit anywhere neatly. So we get rid of one of those to become one more of you. That seems fine. Beautiful. Sadly, you're not needed. Some more prettiness. Some more prettiness. Prettiness. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. That can supply 6. That's fine. Tax is going to have to go up for a couple of months. Between that and selling off the last little bit of excess pottery, we're all good. How did we do for this year's pottery exports? I see us as being able to handle a little bit more oil, and not really more pottery, actually. There's maybe an argument for actually turning you into another legion. Send Caesar the tiniest bribe. Baby Festival. Leave tax at maximum. Everything is taxed, though. We need some more make work. I guess we could squeeze a little there. But I don't want to actually touch that square, because then he might go to the wrong place. A little bit more make work. A little bit more make work. Beautiful. Unemployment's in the sweet spot. When does Godzilla arrive? Thankfully, there are no disasters. I really do not like disasters in city builders. You know, you put all this effort into making a beautiful town, and then something just comes and smushes it. Blah! This still has tons of wine. There are earthquakes, but you can only have one. One per map. How is our religiousness? 5,000. We're almost at 6,000. We're at 6,000 if you count the one temple, and we're below 6,000, so that's fine. Tell that to the conquerors that burn down entire cities. I would! Please don't destroy my city, conqueror. I like my pretty city. Go away. You can squeeze some make work here. Attila the anti-blobber. Now the real question is, how many more people do I need to fit in? And it looks like 800 more is about the answer. These haven't merged the right way, and it looks like you can't actually sustain that much. So only you. Technically this could have more people here, but there's not really space. There is space for more people here. So it looks like that fishing that I wanted to avoid is going to become necessary. Yeah, the city building's going well, Decoy. And we finished off Sherlock Holmes with Maury, a rare Monday episode of Senior Detectives. How are we going to do that? I guess you can go there. And then what? I just accept that one person there is probably going to be a very unhappy person in terms of everything. And then how are we giving you a boat? We can give you a boat happily from here. Today is Labor Day. No work for many. Probably still lots of work for some. Okay, that provides the boats. This is probably another 200 people worth of food. That wouldn't be zero. Trouble is, how do we get you a ship? We're going to have temporary pretend housing out here. Who is attacking? No, I just built this. Go away. Well, goodbye. That's going to have to wait. Get. Over here. Get. Over here. Get. Over here. Get. Over here. I'd rather not move that unit. I guess I'm okay with moving this unit, though. Oi. Oi. Well, one house. Oh, wow, that's not going to be enough. You need to get down here. No, leave the houses alone. Stop it. 3 more houses. Okay. Those 2. I gotta wait for the bodies to finish decomposing. Come on. Go home. 4. And that one. Property prices are really going to hit a stride here. That shouldn't be needed anymore. What is needed is more here. We need to rebuild the wall. Actually, we could move that one over. But it wouldn't actually achieve anything, so why bother? You need temporary labor. I need labor here for doing the fish thing that I wanted. This needs to not explode. Fish granary. Good lord. No, I think replenishing the shooty has to take first priority here. As well as making a bit more shooty. You can have a well. You may have a prefecture and an engineering post. You accept fish. Yes. Why do you think the world is ugly? Because of those tents. Fix it. You make a ship, and then this can actually have food. We need to get rid of some make work. How the hell do you have a unit of weapons over here? Well, it doesn't matter. This is no longer a thing. Can you build the moats? No. No moats. You can build wall, and if you extend the wall longer than it, like, needs to be, that becomes walkable by little wall guard, but you're generally better just having a ballista than the wall guard. Okay. There's no way to throw them into Watar, like in Pharaoh, or Fire Emblem, but I suspect not Fire Emblem. I could maybe justify squeezing that one in. And cheesing that. Yes, in Fire Emblem. I'd like it if... Okay, so as an example of the extra wall thing that I was talking about, that... No, it's not long enough. That would work. That could have a wall walker now. This is to get an extra guy here. Maybe I should even do one there. The attacks are going to be that big. I'd rather have far too many towers than not enough. Attacks can drop back down. These get full up, please. And then we can move you back to home. Yes. Destroy these. Move you back to here. Okay. Is there a reason to clump your barracks rather than have them spread out? You don't want to have your units drip feeding into the enemy. You want all your units to meet the enemy at a single time, especially if there's, not so much for ranged units. You can kite with ranged units one-on-one, but if you're going to attack with melee, you want to completely overwhelm at once. There are 2 attack points here, which there's one here, and there's one here, which is why the bulk of these are here. And they can also get to this without too much trouble. This we have seen some action from, which is why this guy is here, and then these towers. And this was in case we got attacked by Caesar's legions and needed to convince him to forgive my debt temporarily. Which we were definitely in debt for quite a while. We had to shoot the legions and make Caesar go away for a year while we got out of debt. No, these are fine. If we really wanted, we could temporarily reconnect this again and have this yoink excess fish. Like 2 trips and then disconnect it and it should be fine again. Yeah, so here you go. You could see the little spear walker here. He popped out of this thing and walked along the walls a little bit. He is slightly better than nothing, but he's certainly not as good as a ballista in the same space. So, like, a ballista would be better here, but I can't get labor access to that square neatly. Well, actually, I could by doing that. I could by doing that, but I'm choosing not to for the sake of showing off the little spearwalker. $60 more for you, so I need about 500 more. Let's see what we can do for making 500 people. Oof. Which of you merge? We'll play the merge or die game. Caesar would like some furniture. There you go. Send him a modest bribe. We will need more water here. Perfect. Merging so far. And then a little bit less. Good enough. Kill off those who chose not to merge. 100, 200, 300. 400. I needed 500, preferably. We'll go some here. And then, this needs a god. We're up to Mars. It needs some entertainment. You can have a theatre. It needs some of you. Education. It needs to be taxed. Well, it doesn't need to be taxed, but I want to tax it. Very good. Now it wants some prettiness. Mostly solved. Maybe that merges. Build an oracle to protect from the influence of the granaries. I am very surprised that didn't fix that person. Another local uprising over here. Get rid of the excess of them. You need to get here. So do you. So do you. The rest can stay put. Ooh, that's nice. You shooting them is very helpful. We need some more prettiness up here. I guess one more oracle. Good. And as for you, we'll do one big statue. We lost one building, which is annoying. Okay. Rebuild the make work. Okay, This one we should have boxed in with bloody towers. Yes. Good. Huh. Now this is having food issues in, so I don't use the magic purple pixel. No, I do not modify the base game files. Sounds super elitist, but it is technically true. I don't modify my base game files, unlike some people. You need pure Caesar 3. Also, it's a lot of hassle, and I've got the money. Like, it... Most of the time, it's not that useful. When you're ultra tight on money at the very start, I'll give you that it's useful. The rest of the time, once you've got money, you might as well just plonk them down, see what works, delete the ones that don't. It also means that you kind of tend to end up with something to work around. I mean, I suppose if you've got the other ones, you'd end up having something to work around, but it just seems so fiddly. Doing this a dozen times, and then looking at them all, no. Let them occur naturally. 100, 200. Yep, that's all the people we need, so we're good for people. We just need to bribe Caesar, so let's up our pay so that we can send him a big bribe every year. Upgrade you if we can. You're ugly and not fixable. This is full of fish now and needs to be disconnected again. What does the... So, the way it works, Salar, is you see how this bit of land looks different to this bit of land? How it's got the little tufts of green? And this one has the, like, little yellow rocky bits, little rocky sandy bits. If you erase these, then there are certain ones will always be a merger and certain ones won't. So you could modify it. You can go modify the game files so that instead of this sprite being like this, you could make it like a big pure yellow square to be ultra extreme. Now Jake doesn't do that. Instead, Jake makes 1 pixel out of the sprite super fluorescent pink sort of thing, so that he can tell which ones are merger tiles easily without having to remember, is this little one with the grass a merger tile, is this little one with this 6 patches of circular grass a merger tile, and cycling through them until you find the ones that you know. Also, my understanding, without wanting to speak for Jake, consult Jake yourself, is that he only knows the merger tiles by heart for the grass zones, whereas the desert and winter maps, he doesn't know what the tiles are that are merger tiles. Now, I know none of them, so I'm not throwing shade in terms of, oh, he's lazy and he hasn't learnt all his tiles. I know 0 of them. But that is also part of the reason, so that he can get the information without having to do that learning on the other kinds of maps. Do, 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 do. As I understand it. Yeah, work smarter, not harder. It also helps work around when old man memory fails you. How can that already be out of fish again? Also, you were naughty and ate some of the grain. That's very naughty. Actually, it should be better than it looks because it's still eating out the other grain. Okay, we're over the population goal, we're over the prosperity goal, we're over the culture goal. We just need to bribe Caesar repeatedly and destroy any invaders. One month of high salary, so that we can afford the biggest bribe. Big bribe. Then we can drop back down to sensible salary. And speed up and wait for peace. Maybe make a bit more make work so that our tax rate doesn't cause people to throw a fit. One, two, three, four, five. Slow down. I am going to assume that we might need you. Get over here. There's quite a few of them. Yeah, and see, little Javelin Man is now helping. He's just not as good as a ballista, though. So most of the time you'd prefer to build a ballista. Ballista basically one-hit kills everything except elephant. While Javelin Man can take many hits to kill many things. Go home. Oof. Speed back up. And you know what? We're going to up that to be more like over 20. You could actually go do that now and help empty this. We still need some more make work. Technically another make work can fit there and there. Caesar wants even more weapons. I don't think he's going to be getting those weapons. I think I'll say no to that. If I've got spare pop, you know what? We will build extra spawnable units to go help fight. It's better than not doing... It's more... slightly more useful than all of the pointless make work. At least they can actually help in occasional circumstances. And I guess the same here. There. So, eliminate some make work. Eliminate some more make work. That can turn back on. You do not need to fetch that anymore, though. You do not need to do that or that. Speed back up. Maybe kill some make work and put some people here for emergencies. Because at the moment, the way that we're losing the map is from peace raiding. So, buffing out the army with extra of these seems reasonable. Same here. Could be the difference between losing a building and not. Doo-doo-doo. Time for another bribe. Speed up. There's really nothing else to do except let peace tick up. Even faster. I'm sorry, but no, you're not having my weapons. Slow down. Get into position. Get into position. Get into position. Leave moving these until the last moment. It's just a couple of them. Okay, move or else you're gonna get hit. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Good. You, come help as well. Emperor's Anger. I didn't send him the weapons because I need the weapons for rebuilding my army for all these attacks. So he can live without the weapons shipments and I'll send him bribes instead. Okay, back to your normal houses. Speed back up. No peace loss. Send him a big bribe. He's already forgotten. 100 favor. He's forgotten about me not sending the weapons. He's a happy man. Speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. Nothing but peace to tick up. Get rid of some more make work. We need to seek out stronger the barbarian stronghold to destroy it. No, we need to hunker down for another year and a bit is what we need to do. Get rid of you and you two. And you two. End of this, not this year, but the next year we win. I think. I think peace is only 5 a year, from memory. And just in case it's 6, we'll bribe Caesar anyway. Here, have a big bribe. Then he says, where's my weapons? I should have bribed him after. And instead we fix it by sending him some oil. There you go. Forget about it. Woo. Slow. Right down. You get here now. 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 You waddle about here, and we'll decide if you need to come all the way or not. They're about to break through that. But then the javelins clog the hole. Success. Everyone go back home. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Rebuild the gate. Flawless. Speed up, speed up. Turn down our pay so that he doesn't get grumpy at us for paying ourselves at the end of the year. Even send him the bonus weapons because I'm so nice. And speed up and win. No, end of this year. Okay. June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Win! Send Caesar his bribe. Victory! Yeah, hurry up and be peaceful. I think the peace rating's a bit silly for how big the attacks are on this map, but whatever. Otherwise, a good map. I liked that map. Alright. And with that, I am happy with today's work. So, cheers all. Thank you for watching. I hope you've had a lovely time. Join us for more next time.